Ladies and gentlemen, COVID-19, as you all know, has caused a global recession with disastrous consequences, especially for the global poor. One of the reasons for that is a daunting challenge posed by high and rapidly rising debt levels faced by economies across the globe. The question of today's expert panel, namely the participation of the private sector in official debt relief initiatives and the ways through which the G20 can compel private sector participation, are in a sense nothing really new. However, the need to answer them has never been more urgent.
Now, when official debt relief initiatives for some developing countries were established last year, there was the argument, mainly by private actors, sometimes also supported by the public sector, that requesting debt relief would result in higher borrowing costs, would prevent further market access, and therefore jeopardize long-term development prospects. So in effect, some countries with market access refrained from participating in the G20 debt service suspension initiative, as well as refrained from seeking timely debt restructurings in the G20 common framework, but at the cost of economic recovery and social stability.
Well, the common framework is clearly not enough because it's not being used any meaningful number of cases. What we have seen right now and still are seeing that what in many countries is effectively a solvency crisis is being treated or misinterpreted as a liquidity crisis. So we've been kicking the can down the road with the SSI. And I think that is because there is simply not enough leadership.
Part of the reason why people is not going and restructuring is because when they do go and try to restructure, they get too little. I don't know if they do too late. The scars of debt default and debt restructuring are long lasting.
With respect to the common framework, we are right in the beginning now of really making it operable. I think we have to be a bit more patient.
They invest the money there because they try to maximize the return risk relationship for their clients. That's what they do. So that's their job.
It's mainly an argument made by those who feel that they would be hurt by it, but they have to make the argument because they, well, as Moritz Kremer said, it's basically their job to avoid their repayments being cancelled.
How to get faster debt restructuring? Yeah, we should make it simpler.
Once you react quickly, you react clearly, also in a fashion that it's international or truly global, that includes all stakeholders. It's not something that creditors seem to be scared of.
I think if you want to negotiate with a well-organized creditor group, you need to have a well-organized debtor group, and that doesn't exist at all.
I think at the end of the day, everyone benefits from more sustainable debt in these countries.
I just wanted again to acknowledge, I mean, we have the common framework now in place, and it was a huge effort, and I still believe it is a great success. Just to be able, first time, to really establish a mechanism which enables us to gain a debt restructuring and debt relief. We should focus on extending it, making it more effective, improving the functioning of the common framework.
Look, it's not actually so bad when you default, but that's actually the beginning of a better life. This narrative needs to be corrected.